Hello, and welcome back to the third episode in this little tour of my recreation of the Little King story in Minecraft. Now, it's not been a terribly long time since the last episode in this, and that is simply just due to the fact that I uh, I had a bit of a cold, and I felt like recording my voice during that would not be pleasant, so I just held it off. And while I was holding it off, I finished Dark Valley, which has been a huge undertaking. It's definitely probably been the single area that's had the most challenges associated with it, and I cannot wait to show it off. I am so excited for this. Um, so without further ado, here we go. And usually I show off little teasers and stuff, so a lot of people have seen bits of farmland and the undergrounds. But I decided to make this the very first showing of Dark Valley, so this is it. Um, so let's head right in, and at the start we have this split path. Up there leads to the outer walls of the Dark Valley, which are blocked by a giant rock, which only a miner can break originally. And here we have the sign, Dark Valley Natural Preserve, Throne Pot Mound, and we have all the broken pots on the ground. All the grass and the trees, once again, are in the exact same places. And yeah, so we're just going to go through the main valley. We have the little, I forget the exact name for them, but the little holes in the walls where the Onii live, which are apparently inspired by some kind of castle, like a Montezuma type castle, something like that. Um, and yeah, we have again these broken pot bits, and this is where, yeah, and this is where we go through the first time when you play Looking Story. There's lots of trees and stuff in the way, and a lot of Oni throwing pots from above, and you break through a lot of them until you get to the end of the valley. And it seems a lot shorter because I think Steve runs a bit faster than Karabu does. And again, there's another sign. This one technically says the abandoned Oni grounds, which are apparently different from the other Oni grounds. But I didn't include it because one, it wouldn't fit very well, and two, it feels a bit odd to call this the Oni grounds when they are not. Again, we have another hot spring here in this little corner, which is guarded by an onion ring, guarding a fence. Guarding a rock, I should say. Yeah, that will go through to the Oni King's Battle Arena, but we are not going there just yet, because we have so much to explore. And yeah, we have this the intersection, and I put a cow in there just because this is overrun by wild animals. This hot spring, I don't think I even knew existed for such a long time because it's actually hidden under a bush. But yeah, the Dark Valley has so many hot springs. You have those two, then you have the one at the entrance, and then you have the one in the Oni King's arena itself. So anyway, so we've run all the way back to the entrance. I want to go into the Oni King's arena last. I feel that's a good ending point. So we have this set of stone stairs that you can build after you return here after conquering it. And this lets us go up onto the inner of the tall valleys. This one leads over here. I think there's an escargot and an art piece. And then you can drop down into the Oni grounds, which is where we started to go into the valley. I'm sure in the last episode some people saw some of this and really wanted to check it out. And then if we continue around to the other side, it's not a whole lot, but I do want to just show off all of this, obviously. So we have these little stone piles and rocks and stuff everywhere still. And then, yeah, we can get onto this high ledge, which has a few of these small ledges with treasures and stuff, which we can drop down onto to an LKS, although you can drop off all of these in Minecraft. Yeah, I'm just going to fly back up there. Then if we keep going, now that we've seen this upper ledge, we can go and see the outside of the valley. And this I don't know. I've always liked this area just because it's completely optional. But I had a lot of fun making this. There's this little bit that goes over to that higher ledge in the underground, which is blocked off by a very thin cliff. And then across here, there'd be a lot of black sheep and the like. And yeah, we this bit here. Now, This is one of those trolley level design things in LKS, because you have this thin coastal ledge thing, and then you're walking around here and you go, oh, I'll drop off and go onto this little peninsula, which leads over here, and there's a tree, and then under the tree is the parasol weapon, which is a stunning weapon. And then on your way back, you've dropped off the ledge, but you're walking across the coast now, and then like Yvonne's jump out and attack you. And I just think it's really a really clever use of Little King Story's mechanics to create just a little shock factor, you know. And then we can build some stairs here to go onto the higher ledges of the valley. But if we continue onwards past the coast, we have the sheep, because there are some black sheep here originally, so I thought putting some sheep here would be a cute thing to fill in. Oh, we have one of these famously strangely designed little islands off the coast here, which usually have water spraying out of them, but I didn't have a really good way of replicating that, and everything I tried looked a bit tacky. So anyway, yeah, we continue along the coast here around the outside, and it curves around, and we end up at Wonder Spot 10, Haunted Zone 1. And it's this little bay which ghosts fly out of. So as you can see, I put some soul sand there, just to replicate that. I really like how that looks. I think a lot of people don't even know that ghosts actually do come out of that. You have to wait around for them. But there you go. There used to be 2 sheep here, but I think one of them fell into the water and was never seen again. So, yeah. We've been going through this much quicker than I was expecting for such a big area, but I guess a lot of it's quite open. It's one of the most open areas in the game. So yeah, we go up the stairs, and now we're on the top part of the valley, and again a bit of a split path where you can go over this way, and this is where a lot of Onii were throwing pots earlier. And then there's this clump of bushes, which I believe has an art piece, and in the European version it's like the something bros. Like I can picture it, but I can't remember the name. It's maybe it's not the bros. It's not it's like 2 common names maybe. I'm sure someone will know that. I know the pictures of all the art pieces. I just forget the names a lot. Anyway, yeah. Again, these little ledges you can use to drop down RKS that don't matter here. Oh yeah, the blue tree with the art piece up it that the child can get. I didn't actually include the purse. I only included the 1 purse in the other area, just to represent the purses as a whole. You know, purse representation is important. And we have this little pile of rocks here. Yeah, I don't know why I pointed that one out in particular. All right, yeah, this drops down to the hot spring guarded by the onion ringers, and then this little ledge over here. This is about where the Sunflower Plains music starts kicking in, because if we go to the end here and we drop off, this will end up in Sunflower Plains, although that is not finished yet, or even started. And it won't be for a while, because the next one we're doing after this is the Tiptoe Kingdom. So anyway, we can now drop down here, and then drop down there. I think there's an art piece in a hole in that ledge over there originally. And yeah, so we have all of the valley, main part of the valley covered, but now we go into... Oh, there's the other sheep. Oh no, he's from farmland. Never mind. Then we go into the Valley of Memories, as it is retrospectively named, and I am just super happy with how this one turned out. So this is the Onii King's battle arena in all its glory. Although in first-person perspective, these walls don't look quite as tall as they actually are in game. So I'm going to do this in third-person mode for a second. And yes, we get to have a quick look at my my Corvo outfit. So what have we got here? Let's tour this. We can spend some time on this, I suppose. So this is where the Onii King's throne would be, and it's blocking this entrance to farmland. And then, here, I don't think I showed this last time, it says Sunflower Plains, and that's the little arrow to show this is the way in. And then well, while we're in here, we have this little ledge which the Onii come from. They pass pots to him to throw at Korobo and his men. And then we have this spiraling cliff ledge here, which there's one spot 20, Valley of Memories, the final one. And yeah. Oh, I want to point out very quickly, someone by the name of Amoebin discovered a stone formation that looks like an Onii here, and I tried to replicate it, but it looked really off and distracting, and I couldn't quite get the shape right. But I would like to say that I did at least try to replicate that, and you can go and find it yourself in game in the actual looking story. So yeah, we have that ledge coming up here, and then we go here, and there's like a natural land bridge that stretches over the entrance to the rest of the Dark Valley. Then there's a ledge there, there's an art piece in it if you dig up. And let's just quickly look at this decoration. Again, we have these little Onii holes where they live, and we have these torches that we also saw in the Onii grounds. And again, we have the glowstone, which mimics the little markings that are everywhere. There are also two bigger markings, which are down there on the floor. And even these little dirt patches are the exact same dirt patches as in LKS, and you can compare that for yourself. Oh, and there are these little rocks in the walls too, so I put that. And there was also like bits of shard, a bit of the like pots that were jammed into the wall, so I put those there too. And again, there's the little land bridge, and that's going over to Sunflower Plains whenever I get around to that. And then this is the highest ledge, which is the only ledge that's taller than a story. Is more than one story tall in Little King Story that you can fall off. So we're going to do just that. And that is just about everything for the Dark Valley, which I am just super happy with how it all looks in the end. And now the moment a lot of you have been waiting for, we're going to do a quick killing of my computer just to get a good zoom out. So setting the render distance to 22, and praying that this just goes alright and doesn't make my computer hate me forever. So we'll start by just having a zoom out of just the Dark Valley and the Onii Kingdom. You can probably hear my fan through the microphone. Yep, there's the Dark Valley in all of its glory, and then we're going to try and get the rest in if it's at all possible. This is probably one of the last zoom outs we're ever going to be able to do because it's just going to keep getting bigger from here. But there we go, it's loading slowly. Yay! Okay, there we go. And that is everything I've made so far in this recreation. I have North Alpoco, I have the castle, the forest, the beach, near New Island. I have some of South Alpoco because I have the farmland, Onii grounds, and now all of Dark Valley completed. And again, thank you for all the support on this project, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It will be the last one for a while because I have real life responsibilities. Rumour has it. So, before my computer explodes, I'm very quickly going to turn that video right down to 8. And yeah, now that it's going to be quite a while. As I say, next main area I'm going to try and do is Tiptoe, because then I have a full top to bottom reference point for the rest of the map going forwards, because I just need to stretch out from what I've created to the left. New Island will be really, really easy to try and fit in because it's not connected to it's only connected to major areas, so it doesn't need to slot in super perfectly with the rest. So that might come soon, but I've heard some people want me to do that one last because it's the last area. And then after Tiptoe, I'm not completely sure what will happen, but that's the general plan so far as where we're going with this. I'm predicted that I will probably finish this partway through the summer, which would be amazing. So yeah. Anyway, thank you once again for watching, and whenever the next episode is, I hope to see you again there. Have a safe one, guys. Bye.